What are some of the low-cost ways to build backlinks to a local website? And I like this question because it actually gives me a chance to promote a new article.
Nice.
Well, it's actually not new, but it's been completely redone that I just got live yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and drop
Yeah,
the
you
link
sent
in
it to
here
me
for you
yesterday.
guys. It's how to get free backlinks that are actually any good. Um, that not go. For some reason, it's not letting me post it on the Facebook chat. But yeah, you can go to our website and it's like high quality backlinks for free. All right, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and go through this for you real quick. There's a bunch of ways you can get free backlinks. For local sites, like the number one way to get free backlinks is with citations. We don't really do local at all anymore. And there are some ways that you can get free local links that are a little like kind of clever. And they're actually kind of covered in here a little bit, but not, you'd have to like apply your own like local spin to it. So number one is always using a tool to look at your competitors' backlinks. Go in, use something like Ahrefs, see what your competitors get, and then you can go and grab the types of links they have. If it's something like a directory, you can sign up on for free, or directories usually don't cost too much. You can do that as well if it's a nice like niche directory, or you could if it's not a directory, if it's like a blog site and they're linking to your competitor, you could actually reach out to them and be like, well, hey, we're also the same kind of business, yada, 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 and basically try to find a way, see if they will promote you as well. Next up, we got Haro, help a reporter out. You can answer reporters' questions and they link to you if they use your answer. Broken link building. Yep, you go out and you find links that are going to like 404 pages, and then yeah, you can reach out to them and say, this link is broken here. You can link to this instead. Unlinked brand mentions, but this only really works if people are already like talking about your business. So if people are talking about your business, you can find them mentioning you without a backlink and see if they'll do it. Guest posting. This is kind of rare to get a free guest post, but it does happen. The two things that you really could concentrate on if you're trying to get free guest posts are like really using really good content and having like a very bespoke, like a very extremely personalized outreach process that's like doesn't feel automated at all. And these can help you get free guest posts, but it's pretty rare. Podcast interviews, maybe not so much for locals. Infographics. So if you get like if you build like a nice like looking like resource or something, and you can like reach it out to the people in your community, other business and stuff might like it. So it could be something dealing with like if you're like a plumber in Houston or something, and you made some like cool infographic about I don't know, something with like the recent like flooding and plumbing issues, and you just had this huge infographic about that was really interesting to people living in Houston and dealing with plumbing and stuff. Then you could kind of shop that around to publications and whatnot and try to build some free links off of that. But it takes like time and money to build something like a nice looking infographic. So, the amount of links you can get from it, if it's like a really good one and something that people really find like useful and appealing, then they could end up being quite cheap. Free tool, maybe not so much. Resource list. This is something else you could modify for like for local SEO. Like if you, I'm not gonna be able to have a good example, but if you're a plumber in Houston and you made some big resource list of like top something in Houston, and it was just a big resource, a big helpful resource. And then you could even like let's say you even mentioned other people's businesses. You could then like show them, be like, hey, look, you made our list of this top list for, I don't know, whatever in Houston. And then they'll want to link to you from their website to show off to people visiting their website, like, hey, look, we're on the best whatever list on this site. So kind of like a clever way to get free links from local by doing kind of resource type lists. Statistics, it's another thing you can do for local. If you had some stats about your city, some stats about plumbing in Houston, or basically the idea is to get these statistics and rank for that in front of reporters. So when they're writing a new article, they look up, like plumbing statistics Houston, and you have an article with all these weird stats in it, and then they will cite you in their article, hopefully, if they find some of your stats useful. There's a bunch of examples. Backlinko loves to do this. They have all these like weird stats posts about like just like Twitter and stuff. Build a bunch of amazing links off of it. Social media, link exchanges. You can do some link exchanges, but not too many with other sites in your area, in your locale. Rank higher. Of course, sites that are ranking higher get more links. Put this little image here because, of course, some people will just get angry when they see that. But it's true, backlinks aren't the only way to increase your rankings. So if you if you do a better job of all your other SEO and just try to increase your rankings in other ways, there's just more chances that you'll get up to those top positions and maybe generate more natural backlinks from being there. Of course, incredible content is good. Pillow links. So pillow links, these are all stuff that you can go and build yourself for local sites. So these are things you could get for absolutely for free, or you could use somebody like us or some other provider that builds them for really cheap. Forum comments, blog comments. Do these things in moderation. Do them only in places that make sense. Don't do them on spammed out places. There's more info here for you. YouTube, we already kind of covered YouTube. Web 2.0s, also don't go crazy with these, but building a few Web 2.0s with some nice content on them can be cool. Social signals, social profiles, forum profiles. We love social profiles. I think are everyone should get them, and they're free. Or if you want to build them in bulk, you could hire someone like us to do it. Just get them on 100 sites at a time. Directories, niche directories, citations. Of course, if you're a local site, you're definitely going to want these things. If you can get really niche down directories, if you can find some directories like that, that might end up costing you a little bit. Those are really great to be in. And we go over some things to avoid. Free backlink generators. Stay away from anything automated. And for most people, unless you're comfortable doing black hat stuff and you're experienced and you're okay with potentially losing all your rankings. Yeah, also be careful with using anything too much. Don't do too many link exchanges, blog comments, Web 2.0s, directories, or anything really. Don't do anything too much. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, there's more there. I think, this article, when I went and I was just planning on basically just kind of topping it off and making it a little bit better and adding a few things. But I wrote it such a long time ago, and it needed so much more. And I went and I looked at the articles that were ranking at the top, and I think our article legitimately, we're really going to try to push this one because I think this legitimately is the best resource for free link building on the internet.
Nice.
It's got so much in it that the other articles skip over. And it's got how to do things safely, and it's a lot more of a nuanced take than some of the stupid stuff they tell you to do on some of these sites that are just up there trying to rank any kind of keyword or whatever. So definitely check out this article. Spend a decent amount of time on it, and I think it'll help out a good amount of people trying to build links.
Like, comment, subscribe if you agree.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe if you agree. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, don't skip that question yet. So, I guess first thing is first, right? There's always the trade-off between money and time, right? So these are the things that you're going to want to consider when you're budgeting out what you're doing, or you're trying to decide on what kind of backlinks you want to get on your own versus what you want to pay to achieve, a certain sense of ROI on your project. That's going to be dependent on you. I always say, take the initial budget you've got and spread it out over at least 6 months, more timeline, more wiggle room, maybe smaller budget month to month. But it's nice to be able to see your profile your project taking off in the SERPs, rather than blowing that wad real early on. And I've been there. Then second, whenever we're talking about local links, I think it's important to explain that the geographic relevance is a huge, it adds a lot of value to what you're building. So whereas on a big affiliate project, blog comments, might just be kind of broad, or maybe you're going after specific products, etc. especially in smaller metros where there are less websites that operate within that metro, getting a backlink, even from a blog comment, a natural blog comment, is rather hard to do because the webmaster has to see it, approve it, etc. But can actually add a lot of geographic relevance and influence in the
I
SERPs
love blog
for
comments. I really
better.
do like blog
I love
comments.
them, dude. Especially from local. I remember,
Yeah.
it was something I'd do at the end of the night where I'd go find, let's say, 20 different spots based on search operators that we've actually got a downloadable
Forums too for
list.
local.
Forums too. And then even Web 2.0s, you'll come to find that there are a lot of like mom and pop blogs that kind of operate within specific metros, and all of that relevance is going to be added in there, right? So, you can get a lot of love out of geographic relevance in some places that we'd consider more pillowing, right? But that's specific to local SERPs. So, yeah, I don't remember where we've got that list, but there's a downloadable list of Google search operators we've got on one of our posts,
It's in that.
and that'll
It's
help
in
you
the one
find.
we just went over.
Oh, sick. Okay.
It's
Yeah, perfect.
towards the bottom of the article. Actually, I think it's
Yeah.
like in the very last in the conclusion, because we
Okay.
we talk about using search operators for getting a lot of these types of free backlinks, and yeah, it's got that list of like 400 or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. But yeah, there's a lot of options for you to get some cheaper free links for local. But don't skip out on the good stuff either. You're gonna want.
Let me
Sorry, go ahead.
One thing that I remember now, because yeah, like Chris said, it's been a while since we've really focused on local, but I do remember when I kind of started off. There's going to be these higher end local links that you might think about paying for. One of them that really comes to mind is Better Business Bureau, which charges like $500 for a
I'm a
link,
fan.
right? I'm not a fan. I think $500 for that link is something that maybe I do after that, once the company is like doing real well, etc. But as
Yeah,
far as
maybe
using
not
it
right in the
out of my
beginning.
initial budget, very iffy because I've done it before. And I remember expecting it to be the wow factor that I wanted for that local project and just being like, well, damn it. Like, I just spent a lot of money on that link hoping it would, solve a lot of problems, and it didn't quite do it. And that's why, sometimes it is good to really get out there and dig for links that you think might not pack as much punch. But I would say getting some local blog comments, especially on hard to access websites, right, where the webmaster is like some local person who maybe barely checks, and you get on there and maybe you're waiting like a month or so for that to even go up. But when you get those, if you get a good amount of them, they really will improve the geographic relevance to your asset.
And forums too.
Mm.
You can find like a car forum. And someone's
Yeah,
like, where can I get my car
yeah.
detailed in
Houston
Houston or
tuner
something?
community. Yeah,
It's just there's
like
so much relevance
countless.
on that. It's like right on the title, like where did I get my car detailed in Houston? And it's a big
Yep.
popular forum with lots of action, and you just get a nice link in there. Forums are
It's
nice.
nice.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.